we've been
No.
doing it right, you know.
Yeah, for sure. What's it called, bro? Some crazy shit happened, like down the street. I don't know what street it is, but going down this way to go to
So like the
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 Muay
gym, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that street, bro. Some girl got hit like bad, like her body split in half.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
and it was like the day I went to the gym. All the cops like blocked off the street, and I
Oh
was like, what the
shit.
fuck? I wonder what happened. And then my dad, like, on the Ring app, it tells you like shit that happens around the neighborhood,
Mm.
and it said like a little girl was trying to cross. Yeah, like a middle schooler,
Oh shit.
and she fucking like she got hit like and then I guess the coach, he said that there was like brains on the floor and shit.
What?
Yeah.
You seen that shit or what?
Well, it was like right there in front of,
Right
like,
there?
yeah.
Oh
And
shit.
so I think he asked around, but yeah,
Mm.
like, bro, that's, oh my god, that's crazy as fuck. Like, yeah, the whole street was blocked off. When I went, I didn't see shit, but I just saw like people taking photos and shit, like the actual like professionals or whatever. I don't know what they're called, but like they were like having the big ass flashes and shit and
The
taking
night
pictures.
crawlers.
Yeah,
You know what
the
I'm talking
night-
about? Like
yeah.
the ones that just
movie's
fucking go-
crazy.
Yeah.
You're talking about the movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude,
The ones that
I
go
told
out
you to
there.
watch it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I
Dude, that
seen it.
movie's fucking good,
Oh
bro.
shit! But that's kind of like what happened, or what? Like they just came out there and like took
they were
pictures
just
of
taking photos. I'm like, fuck, that's sad.
Damn.
But that street's bad. Like, at first,
Shit,
I thought
that's
it was
wild.
I thought it was a crackhead, bro, because the
Mhm.
crackheads right there, bro, they just start sprinting
yeah, I
down
seen- yeah.
the middle of the street like out of nowhere, bro.
No, I seen them. I
Yeah.
remember when I used to leave there, bro. I would like leave there, the same street down here,
Uh-huh.
and there would be just a bunch of crackheads or whatever the fuck, you know,
Yeah,
like just
bro.
like chilling. 3, 4, 5 of them just chilling right there on
Yeah.
the sidewalk, and yeah, who knows what the fuck they're doing, right? But
But yeah,
That's
bro, I was
fucking
like,
insane.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? When I was reading it, I'm like, no way, that shit's crazy, bro.
damn.
That's why you always use
That's
the
sad.
crosswalks,
Well,
depending on what streets, but
Yeah,
That
but
street-
look both ways.
Yeah,
too,
true.
You know? Like
Yep,
just make sure you're
because I know that street, like, people fucking speed down that street.
for sure.
Like, say there's this lane, like someone will go this way, like,
Yeah,
fast
yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck. So maybe some shit
100%.
like that could have happened.
100%.
Yeah,
You know,
and
even when I was coming here, bro, they cut me off. You know, and it was in the right off when you get off of Sierra, like off the mountain,
yeah,
coming here to to Mission
oh yeah,
or
yeah.
Mountain. What is it? Mountain or Mission?
It's a
these?
mission.
Yeah,
This
Mission.
one's a
So
mission.
yeah, so you coming down here, one of these days, you just like fucking cut me off, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like,
She was like, "Get out of the way, old man."
for real, bro. You know, that's just crazy. That's just
Nah.
crazy, but
Do you fucking speed? Don't lie, bro.
Yeah, sometimes, bro. Of course. Sometimes, you know, you have to.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
But
you
I
gotta-
speed on the freeway.
speed on the freeway. I speed on both of them. You know,
I
like,
speed like where schools are. I speed where.
it says 25. You know, school speed
I
limit,
times it
but
by
you're
3.
like, yeah, fuck that. You're like, what? Watch out, kids. You know,
Nah, only on
fuck
the
them
freeway,
kids,
bro.
right? Just like
Like,
just
on the way
gas
to
it.
work, bro. Get out my way, bro. Like,
I'm
I
late.
I hate I hate when people are on the fast lanes and they're going slow as shit, bro. Like,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on the
yeah.
right side.
I agree with
bro.
that. I agree with that.
Holy shit.
That's why I say sometimes too, because like sometimes I'm speeding and I'm
Yeah.
like in the freeway going fast as fuck on the fast lanes.
Yeah,
And then other times I'm just I'm chilling,
yeah,
but I see people that are faster than me, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get out the way. You
Uh-huh.
have like it seems
Oh,
like you
yeah?
need to get to your destination first than I do.
oh man.
So just pass me, bro. Like
you
I'm
handle
like,
it better than me, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like,
if
just
I see
pass
someone
me.
like trying to cut me off, I speed so they can't do it.
Well, well, it depends, right? Like before, I used to like if people I seemed like they were tailgating,
Yeah,
I would slow down on purpose, and I would have them just be like right there, fucking just like almost crashing me and shit. And then I would move out the lane, and then I'd see they sped up, and then I would speed up too, and then I'd cut them off again
Oh.
because I'm like, you know what, like get the fuck off my ass,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But no, I nowadays I try and just like let people pass me. I'm like, you know what, who gives a fuck? You probably have to get there faster than I
it's
do.
funny
so
because
it's
like for me, if I see someone like speeding and shit, like cutting through cars, I'm like, look at that asshole, man. And then like
And then
I'm being a hypocrite. There's like the next day I'll do the same shit.
and then the person behind you is saying like, "Look at that asshole right there, fucking cutting everybody off and shit."
Bro, some
It
people
happens.
are crazy. Some
I'm
people
not. I'm
fucking
not. Yeah,
dash.
yeah.
Have
No,
you seen
was-
those videos where they just
Oh,
fucking zoom, zoom,
yeah.
like holy shit? Like
to
some
me, that
GTA
shit's
shit.
insane, bro. I'm like, what? I don't even know, bro. To be honest,
And
like,
it's
what the
always
fuck
for
is the
like
point of
a
that
clip
shit?
or some shit, huh?
Just a clip,
And then
they
fucking
crash,
crash, bro.
and then they crash, and then that clip is fucking
Even better.
insane, you know, that clip is wild, bro. And I
Yeah.
see that shit, and I'm like, you know what? I seen this Type R today too. When I was going to get a haircut,
Yeah,
I seen a Type R. That shit was fucking
beautiful.
fire, bro. A Honda Civic Type R, you know.
I used to want one of those.
I
You
still
still
do,
want one?
bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, especially
Like a
after
blue or what color?
I would want. That's a good question. I would want if I can get a charcoal gray.
Uh-huh.
I would get that. You know, I would get a charcoal gray, but or I would get like a darker blue, like a midnight blue or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But when I was fucking going, bro, I seen it was a bright red Type R, and I
Uh-huh.
seen it like pulling up, and I was like, damn, that car looks badass.
Yeah,
And then as soon as it passed me, I seen it said Type R, and I was like, "Oh shit,
Damn.
no wonder." I'm like, "Fuck, that shit is fire, bro." The Type
want
R's
one?
are bad. Hell yeah,
yeah, like that bad.
yeah, for sure. Because I was gonna buy before I bought the car that I have not
Yeah.
now, which is a Kia Forte 2019. You know,
Yeah,
very good car. You
Yeah.
know, very reliable, I would say. You know, but before I got that car, I was gonna buy a Honda Civic Si. You know, 6-shift and a 6-speed, and I even test drove it. It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
fucking great.
Yeah.
You know, it was so badass, and it was a charcoal gray, and I was gonna get that one, but it's just so expensive.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. You know, if I could buy a car
that
like
just
a
sucks
very
though. That sucks when you fucking test drive it. It's like fuck,
yeah.
man.
And I knew test driving it, like I wasn't gonna buy it,
Oh yeah,
but I just wanted to drive it anyways. You
Mm.
know, because I'm like,
might as well try it
let
out.
me just see like what's
Yeah.
up, you know. And then I drove it, and it was badass.
I mean, people will do that now. Still today, like they'll go to like Ferrari or like Lamborghini and like get in the car and shit to like kind of manifest.
Yeah.
Which is pretty like cool to do.
But the thing is, I've heard that you can't, like, we can't just go and test drive a Lamborghini.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
we
for
can't
sure.
because they run like, they have to know how much money you make in a year.
Yeah.
Like you got to make enough to even pay if you like
Yeah.
do damages on it and stuff like that.
I mean, they see us
So-
walking like towards it, they're gonna be like, "This is not a homeless shelter. Go somewhere else."
They're like, it's across the street, man. Like, you guys are in the wrong spot, and it's crazy though, right? It's crazy. It's
I mean,
crazy.
that's what's dope about Lamborghini. That like people ask like, "Oh, why don't you guys make commercials?" And they're like, our buyers don't watch TV. They don't sit around
the
watching TV.
ones that are buying the cars don't look at commercials
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
They're working,
Yeah.
right? They're working.
That's
So
facts.
yeah, that is facts for sure,
Yeah.
man. But how was your week? Your whole entire week?
My whole week, fuck. Honestly, it wasn't bad. Like I actually fucking, it went by fast for me, like real fast.
It went by quick as fuck, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Just fucking training a lot. Today I ran fucking like 2-3 miles.
Oh, you did?
And yeah, and I haven't ran in a while, but I
Yeah.
think jump roping that shit actually helped me. Like
You
with the
felt good?
cardio, yeah, I felt good as fuck.
Mm.
But it was alright. Nothing crazy happened. What about you?
I mean, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy shit at work. You know, there's
I know you told me a little bit, but
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
we should get into it because I want to hear that shit.
there's like some sort of law that's being passed, or that has been passed for a while, but
Uh-huh.
like it just depends on the job and what's going on political wise at the job and shit. But
Yeah,
I guess Texas and Florida have already instilled these laws and saying that like certain people or just everybody at a certain job have to renew their papers, right? You got to
Oh.
renew your social security, you got to renew your ID, you got to renew. I think that's it. If
Yeah.
you don't have your ID, then your passport. But you know, there's a lot of shit going on right now at work. You know, and with that, saying that like you know there's a deadline by the end of October saying that like if certain people can't provide social security that doesn't match with their ID or their passport, then like you're out,
What the
you know.
fuck?
And a lot of jobs, that's it depends. Like I think a lot of warehouses and a lot of places like that's how they operate. Like
Yeah.
they know that people don't always have the legal papers to
Yeah,
work,
yeah,
and they use like a fake social, and
yeah.
then they get it. They get
They
into
could
the
also get like some type of it's like a license or some shit. Cause
well,
I've
yeah,
seen.
they can get the working visa,
Yeah,
but
yeah. There you
but
go.
not even that though. I'm saying
Oh
like
no,
just straight up like
citizen.
illegally working, like
Oh,
illegally, like they showed up and then they had a fake social. They
damn.
had their ID, but they had a fake social that helps them work. And it's crazy because now it seems like there's a deadline by the end of October, and if people can't provide a social that matches their ID,
Yeah.
then like they're out.
Damn,
So
bro.
um yeah, that's like 50% or plus
What the
of our
fuck,
of our workers.
That's fucking
I think that's
crazy.
like, to be honest, bro, I think it's like 50 or more. I would say it's like
Damn.
60 or more,
That's
to be
crazy though
honest.
that the company is going through with that, even though they know that, you know?
Well, the only thing is, yeah, I mean, the only thing is because like it seems like they can show up anytime and ask for papers and ask
Mm.
for like proof.
Oh, okay.
So
So
it
then they
seems
could
like
get it
now
fucked.
they have to,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if not,
They could get in some big ass
so
trouble.
it's yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
either the company goes like they shut it down because of
Mhm.
this, or they have to fire like 50%
Damn.
of these people. But some of these people have worked there for 20 plus years,
Damn,
bro.
bro.
20
That's
plus
sad.
years. And the company has been open for like about, I would say, I don't know, like 25, 28, something like that.
Damn.
And they've been working there since it opened,
That's crazy.
and for me it does suck because there's a few
Yeah.
people there that I know that I know for a fact, if this ends up going through, if there's no sort of loophole or nothing like that, they're out.
Yeah.
But they've been
fuck.
working there for fucking decades,
That's fucking crazy, bro.
and yeah, that sucks, man. That
That
sucks
does
bad,
suck.
but I don't know. I guess I just don't know what's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
it's a very, very sad situation, and
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. I was talking to my barber today, right, and I
Uh-huh.
kind of explained to him that situation, and he was telling me too that he thinks that people want to make, like, it didn't make sense, but he said he was saying like people want to make more money because they can hire like other people to take their jobs and all that. But
Mm.
for me, it doesn't make sense because the people that are there now will work for less,
Yeah.
compared to anybody
I
else.
mean, yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess we'll see until
That's
the end of
sad, bro.
October. But yeah, there's a good amount of people that I work with closely that help me too. That maybe will, probably won't have a job come November.
Damn.
And
That's fucking sad.
I guess in Florida and Texas, this law was already implemented, and these guys have already, they've done what they had to do with these laws, and
Yeah.
took them out and all that. But it doesn't make sense,
That's
bro,
crazy
because
as fuck.
they're the ones that work for less and,
Yeah.
and do a better job than
I mean, that's
anybody
that's
else.
us. That's us Mexicans, bro. That's how we are.
That's how it is, right? That's how
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
You know,
There was this one guy at our job, like he doesn't have his papers either, and bro, like payday came and he got paid and everything, right? But he's through the agency because you can't get hired, and like I think he had like direct deposit or whatever, and his whole like check just got like stolen, like taken out of his account, like
just got stolen.
yeah, like just literally like he saw like his
Mhm.
account and it was gone, and like it showed like someone like took it out and shit,
Mhm.
and he tried to like argue it at the agency, but like they were kind of like blackmailing him in a way, like oh,
Mm.
like we know you're not a citizen, so like you
Mhm.
can't really do anything about it.
Shit.
Yeah, that shit was sad. I'm like fuck, bro.
Well,
Like,
because was he using like somebody else's?
he was using like some type of like I don't even know, bro, like some other visa or some shit. So,
It's a social
Yeah.
security number that
yeah,
they use.
and then someone could take that shit, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, there was a time, I think it was like maybe I would say 2 years ago, something like that, where somebody showed up. This guy was pissed, man. He was fucking pissed, saying like, who the fuck is using my social security? Like it says they work here.
Damn.
It says they've been taking out this much money like every couple weeks and all that. And he showed up because it showed that he was working here, and this guy was fucking pissed as fuck. And it turns out that somebody was using his shit, and somebody had to just go and tell the guy like, hey, you're done, you're fired, bro. Like, this guy, the guy that you're using, the number, whatever social security that you're using, like this guy's here, and he's complaining about you, so you gotta leave. Like, I think it was the next day, but he was like, yeah, he was here, and you gotta dip out.
Holy fuck!
But
like he did that purposely, like taking his money.
It's because it depends, right? Sometimes people know of a number, like a family member or somebody gives them the number and says, you can use this, I'm not gonna use it, so use it for me, right? Just go ahead. Or they just guess numbers, bro. Like they really just guess numbers and hit the jackpot, right? Like, holy shit, they hit a number that somebody is not using, and they can use it themselves, and then shit like that happens where the guy finds out and he's like, oh shit, well somebody used my social to work, and it's bullshit because I'm not working there, and then they end up like trying to find him.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy how much people like get like caught in some scamming shit, or like, especially right now, bro. Like how many fucking scamming calls and shit that there is, and emails. They look real as fuck too. Like, have you ever got those emails that say like, oh, your Amazon account got like,
yeah, of course,
bro. I'm imagine though, like, imagine how many old people they get.
Oh yeah, 100%. Have you ever called them back though?
Nah.
No, you never called them back?
My mom, she almost like fell for one of those.
Oh
like,
shit.
Yeah, like her computer, like the virus protection like ended, and she like clicked some shit, and like to call to like renew it or some shit, and then they started asking her a whole bunch of shit like, oh, like, can we see the number on the back of your laptop? Like, I'm thinking to like get into it or some shit and just take all the information, and then like, good thing I overheard, and I'm like, wait, like hang that up, and it sounded like, I was like, that was a scammer or some shit, and then it's crazy, bro. Like I guarantee you, like there's probably so many old people that they fucking get with that shit.
1,000%, 1,000%. Bro, I've called them back.
Yeah,
I've called them back, and I'm trying to remember the conversation. But I called this guy back one time, and it was the same shit, like the Amazon, like, oh, you sold this amount, this and that. And to be honest, I already knew it was a scam.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me call this guy. Let me call him back and see what's up. I don't remember the conversation, but I just know that like I called him back, and I was just asking him a bunch of questions, like, where do you work at? What state do you work at? And then what's funny is, like, I'm gonna make this up right now because I don't know the exact state. But let's say he called me from Texas, and then I seen a call from Illinois, right? And I asked him, like, where do you work at? And he was like, oh, well, like, where are you calling me from? And he was like, oh, I'm calling you from Texas. And I'm like, oh, well, this call is saying that you're calling me from like Illinois.
Oh.
And he was like, oh no, like, I don't know why you're saying that, but I work here in Texas. And then I already knew it was a scam.
Yeah.
But I just kept like fucking with him a little bit, and then eventually he ended up hanging up.
Oh yeah, like he got irritated.
Yeah, he ended up hanging up, and I was like, okay, well, I already knew, but I just kind of wanted to like fuck around.
Yeah,
just like,
I mean, I've seen those. Yeah, have you seen those videos where like people could fucking like? There's this video of some guy, like, he calls them back, or he calls like scammers, and he fucking gives them like their whole location and shit. And that shit's crazy. Like, he even like hacks into the like like the cameras of where they're like working at.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm looking at you right now. Like, I see what you're wearing.
What?
And like he starts getting scared.
Really?
Yeah.
I never seen that.
No? That guy's fucking crazy.
I've seen the people call them back, like, like kind of like the same shit, but never with cameras that they fucking find
that shit's
us.
crazy.
That would be hilarious, man. That would be fucking crazy.
My aunt does the same shit though, like that, like calls them and fucks with them and
Yeah.
shit.
It's funny, bro. It's funny.
Like she'll just start speaking like a random language, like making it up, and they're like, "Fuck, bro, I don't know what you're saying." Like
they're
I'll
like,
just hang up.
fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Like, let me hang up.
Yeah,
If you ever have time, bro, I would recommend you call them, bro.
Yeah.
Just fuck with them and just ask them like some questions that you think they won't have the answers to,
Yeah.
like, you know, or just whatever you want to know. Like, ask them what their name. Because the guy had told me too. He had said like, oh, I work for this company, this and that. And I looked him up on LinkedIn and all that.
Oh,
while I was
shit.
talking to him and all that, and it was legit. Like
What
he
the
had those fucking
damn.
the credentials in LinkedIn and all that, but eventually I just seemed like, you know,
There's no way to stop
especially-
that shit, huh?
Yeah, to be honest,
Like, there's no way.
No,
huh?
no, because like they're targeting the old people, right? So
yeah,
they're gonna fall for it, man. Which
Damn.
sucks because they are gonna fall for it.
Some guy,
You know?
one of my dad's coworkers, like my dad's close with them. He fell for that shit, and like they took like 3,000 from his account. Imagine that, bro. I'd be pissed, bro.
3,000.
Yeah,
Shit.
man, that's fucking insane. That's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, that shit's wild
There's
as
even
fuck.
right here. There's like a panhandlers like down the street. I don't know.
Mm.
It's like some Indian girl.
Mhm.
She's like, bro. She has like
It's always them, bro.
and then like, she has like this fake ass sign like saying like, oh, I have 3 kids in this, and we've seen her like get picked up in a nice ass Escalade,
Mm.
and like just and then
Oh, shit,
yeah. And then like I saw her, my parents saw her right here on this street, and then I saw her next to the freeway. I'm like, what the fuck? How did you get there? Yeah, and she has like her husband doing the same shit,
Mm.
and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
That's why, like, you know, it sucks because you can't trust a lot of these people, like, asking for money.
Yeah.
You can't trust them at all.
I feel like
You
you
know.
can tell which ones.
You can
Yeah.
for sure. Like, I mean, it's kind of difficult, but you can kind of tell, like, the people
Yeah.
that are for sure are in need and the
Yeah.
people that just want it for money. I know for a fact there's been certain children, like, if I see kids, I don't believe it right away, you know,
Mm.
because I feel like they're just trying to like get
Use the
money, right?
kids, Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying like
All
just
the kids.
the kids themselves.
Oh yeah.
They make their own posters and they're trying to just get money just like
Yeah.
that, and it's hard to trust them because you know, there's been stories, at least that I know too, that for example, even my barber today, we were talking about the same shit.
Mhm.
Kids having signs and all that, because I've seen a bunch of kids having
Yeah. I've
signs,
seen some
and
kids.
you know, I'm like, I don't know if I can trust you, you know. But my barber was telling me that he had given money to one of these kids too,
Uh-huh.
and that he's seen him, you know, like with some good clothes and living with or he was like you know, chilling with his mom. It didn't seem like they needed the money like he was asking about, or like because it was for like a sick family member or something with a sign and all that. So it
Yeah.
didn't seem like they really needed that. But I mean, who knows, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's the hard part
that's
too. It's like hard to
who-
judge someone, and then like they might
and that's
be.
that's what we were talking about. Like,
Yeah.
who knows if that's true?
Yeah.
How do you trust
And then
it?
some,
You know,
yeah.
like,
And then sometimes like I don't want to give it to some because I'm like, fuck, they're gonna probably buy drugs with this shit. There's shit like that. This
I'd rather buy them the food.
the food.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that,
yeah.
but I've done that before.
Oh,
And like I had
like, fuck this shit.
I had like extra Chick-fil-A, and I gave it to a homeless guy, and I was like, oh, like here you go, like I don't know if you want food, and like he just is looking at me mad, and like he grabbed it, and he's like, you don't have money, and I'm like, fuck, bro, and I'm like,
Is
nah,
money gonna feed you, bro?
for real, and then I'm like, no, I don't, and then he just like looked away, and then didn't say shit to me, and I was like, fuck, bro, so I don't know.
You're like, give it back.
For real,
motherfucker.
give me
Like-
those fries back, bro. Those fries are bomb as fuck.
You said Chick-fil-A, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Take it
For
back.
real.
You know, that's what I find that crazy too. Some of these people like reject food.
They do, bro.
Which doesn't make sense.
It's like, what the hell?
you know, it's like sometimes the drugs are more appetizing than the food.
I guess so.
You know, and that, for me, that shit's ridiculous.
Some kids too, they be selling like chocolate bars, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll buy it. And then I'm like, how
That's-
much?
Yeah, it's
They're
funny.
like $10. And what the fuck, bro? That shit better be inedible or some shit. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
$10 for
Yeah.
a chocolate bar.
For real, for real.
Like, oh,
And it's funny that you say that because that's exactly. It's funny because these conversations is like what we've been talking about.
I'm your barber, bro.
He had a mask on today, bro. It might have been you. We were talking about kids that sell chocolates, bro. And yeah, that they sell chocolates and they say it's for this and that, but it's not really for this and that. And that's why, like, I remember like going out of Target, going out of Walmart. Oh, can you buy me my chocolates?
Yeah,
This and
yeah,
that. It's for my football team, but really, he's not even in football, you know. So it's like,
for real.
like, what the fuck? Like, he doesn't play any sports.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
I'm
And it's
pretty
like
sure
bullshit.
they just go take them from the stores and then sell them.
They could for sure. You know, I think so. But
Because you always see kids stealing candy and shit.
yeah, I believe that. The thing
Yeah.
is too, like I remember when I was going to church, man. There was like certain times of the year where we would get a bunch of boxes to sell chocolates, right?
Oh
like
yeah,
the $1 chocolates. I
yeah,
don't-
yeah.
you know
Those
what
are
I'm talking
fucking.
about?
Those were actually
fu-
bomb though. I'm not
But-
gonna lie.
But like I never stood outside of a store, Walmart, Target,
Uh huh.
Cardenas, whatever. Like I never stood outside of a store
Uh huh.
and just like waited for people to come out and say, "Hey, do you want to buy them?"
Yeah.
I would like me and my cousin. We would go out to every single back in Montclair, right? We would go out to every single house and just knock on the
Oh,
doors.
yeah?
Yeah, we would
Damn.
knock on the doors and say like, "Hey, do you guys want to buy chocolates? It's for this and that. They're $1.
Damn.
We have this amount of flavors. Do you guys want to buy them?" Some would say no. Some would say yes. There was one guy that would buy like 12 chocolates at a time.
Fuck.
So we knew going to
Like,
him
let's go back to that guy's house, bro.
every single year, bro. Every single year. But that's why, like, I can't. I mean, I don't know. I can't really just trust people.
Yeah, I
just
mean
selling
that
stuff.
even that now is probably dangerous to do though.
For
Like,
sure.
someone could just be like, "Oh, come in, let me go get the money," and then do some shit to you. For real.
What?
Nah, I had a fat ass teacher that would buy the whole box off me.
Really?
For real.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
I'm serious, bro. $50. $50 because there was 50 chocolates in there.
She's dead, bro.
Just guaranteed.
What the fuck?
I
Are
appreciate
you
that though.
serious?
Yeah, it's for my.
You made my quota. Like, that's it. That's all I needed. Damn,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah, she would, bro.
What the fuck?
Yep.
That much?
Yep, that shit was crazy.
Damn.
I was saying that like doing that knocking door by door is kind of dangerous. Like there was this
Yeah,
one
for sure.
time, one of my uncles, Alex, he was fucking with me when I was small. Like he was running off after school, like running off to our house, and we would walk to our house. But he was running off, and I was getting scared, and I would try to like keep up with him, but I couldn't, and I started crying, and like he was gone, bro. Like he was just like fucking with me, and this one guy, he's just like, "Oh, like why are you crying?" Like he came out the apartment, he's like, "Oh, why are you crying?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." And then he's like, "Oh, like are you lost?" And I'm like,
Are
"No."
you lost, little boy?
Yeah, bro. Like thinking about it now, like this guy could have easily kidnapped me because he was like, "Oh, come inside. Like I'll give you some food. I'll give you something
That's
to eat."
wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, and then like probably like a sign from God or some shit. Like Alex just came back and was like, "Angel," like he yelled my name,
Mm.
and then the guy just went back inside like right away.
Mm.
Yeah, like-
Oh shit, man.
and I told I think I told him, and then that's when he was older than me, so he kind of knew like, "Oh, what the hell." And but yeah, that guy like literally offered me like, "Oh, like I'll give you something to eat. Just come inside for a little bit."
Oh man.
That shit's scary.
And that was in the same place, no? Like Montclair?
Canoga.
Canoga? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
That's fucking wild, bro.
Yeah.
That place is kind of sketchy, I would say.
Yeah.
A little sketchy.
It's even
for
worse
sure.
now. I guarantee. Probably
Yeah.
worse now.
Probably for sure. I remember I used to go out there.
I mean,
And,
every kid was outside.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, you know, like we were always outside and having fun at least, right? Like
Yeah.
it seemed way more safe than now. And even with Halloween, right? Because like I said, like I grew up religious, so I was in the church all the time. But I like on Halloween, my cousins, which is their dad, my uncle, he was the pastor of our church, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
he was very, very strict with them. And they couldn't like go trick or treating, right? So I would
okay.
go and I would do that
Oh,
in the
yeah?
same neighborhood.
Oh shit.
You know, I would have somebody there with me too. Like it was 2 or 3 of us,
Yeah.
and we would go trick or treat, get a bag full of candy, and then I'd go back and take the candy to them, and I'd be like, you know,
Mm.
here it is, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know. But they would send me out there, and just because they knew that my parents weren't as strict with Halloween, but his dad was a pastor, so they were more strict,
Oh shit.
you know. And I would go out there and I'd get the candy and stuff like that. But yeah, for sure, it was even thinking about it now, it's like it's sketchy as shit. Like
Yeah.
it was only us kids, man. We were like, man, what, 10,
Exactly,
12,
bro.
11,
Yeah.
like going out to these
It's
like,
isn't that's so crazy.
but
to
it's
me.
it's crazy, yeah.
I mean, it like that's why it's also too. I'm like, bro, like all these kids are on their iPads and shit. But at the same time, I can see why like parents don't want their kids like outside that much because it is dangerous.
Sure.
But man, like, yeah, bro, we would I would go around the blocks like nothing, like as a little ass kid, like
Right.
10, 11, like just coming back home late as fuck. Like I would be
Yeah.
gone for hours,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
come back home like nothing, like. Bro, I was like, I could be like, oh, I was in LA right now. And
It's
it
like,
wouldn't
oh,
matter,
well,
bro.
I hope you had a good time.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, but hella kids were outside.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
open the door, you'll see like so many kids just playing and shit. Like,
I mean, man, bro. I just remember just playing like tag, freeze tag,
Yep.
cops and robbers, like
Yep.
just there was a time where we used to do like a BB gun fights
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, you know,
that shit was fun.
that shit was fucking ridiculous, man. Like I remember getting shot like so many times with the BB guns.
I've
and-
passed by like Canoga and like that
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
brought back like memories.
for sure. I've
Yeah.
passed there through.
Yeah.
Too
Started
also,
crying
you
and
know?
shit. No.
Oh my god, I missed this one. This is where I got shot in the eye.
For
You know? Yeah, no. It brings up memories because like even it's crazy because like exactly where I lived,
Uh-huh.
there was 2 trees on the side before you even enter like the apartment complex.
Yeah.
That I used to like fucking climb those and
Yeah.
like sit on those and just
Yeah.
be chilling in the
Inside
tree.
the tree?
Yeah, inside
I
the
used
tree.
to love doing shit like
Yeah.
that, bro.
And then
Fuck.
now I think about it, and I'm like, bro, there's no fucking way I could ever do that. Like, not even just because I can't, but I'm saying my size. Like, I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
bro, how small was I back
For
then?
real.
You know, like,
yep.
there's no. If I sit on any of the
It's
branches,
just gonna snap.
that shit's snapping in fucking half.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
That
like,
was
how
that was
I?
fun as fuck, bro. Like
The
around
plum
there.
trees, the plum
Yeah,
trees.
like you could just fucking climb into that shit and just sit up there.
just chill.
Yeah.
Just chill. Now I do that all the fucking time.
We would always walk on the railings.
On the railings, just
Yeah.
trying to balance
Yeah.
and shit. And then getting on the garages too.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Do you
just-
remember when Ivan, what happened to him doing that?
with the railings?
Yeah.
I don't, bro.
So
I
like
don't.
our childhood friend, like he was walking on the railing, he slipped because he was pretty fat. So
Yeah.
he slipped and there was like a tree trunk like just right there. And that shit went straight into his leg.
Fuck.
Yeah, that shit was nasty. Like he was bleeding like crazy. That shit was crazy.
I don't remember that
No?
shit. I was there.
Nah, I don't even know if you were there. I can't really remember.
Oh.
But man, that shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, that shit sounds.
There is hella
fucking
memories
wild.
there, man.
Yeah,
That shit
for
is
sure.
fuck. So what? Well, I guess I already asked you that before. Like, would you want your kids to be like playful and shit, or like, are you gonna buy them like an iPad? Or how would you go like about it?
That's a good question because I would say that I would think that like the kids nowadays, they have to be familiar with technology. They have to be. They
That is
have to
true.
be because it's not going backwards. It's only going forwards, right? So I would
Mm.
say that if I had a kid, like he has to be familiar with technology, understanding the interfaces of things like that, apps and this and that.
Yeah.
Understanding how like social media works, because if they ever wanted to get into that, then they understand it.
That's true.
But I would try and limit it as much as I can because I don't want them to get like dependent in
Fuck,
having
yeah.
to use their phone because the
Yeah.
phone is addictive, man. The phone is.
I mean, I see a lot of
addictive,
kids like
man.
they wake up and they go straight to it. You know.
I do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
do that. Like literally, I do that shit, and I catch myself too, and I'm like, fuck, like.
And then you end up staying in your bed longer, like doing that.
That's exactly true.
I forgot who I
That's
heard
exactly
say.
true.
say something like
That's wild. Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense a lot.
It makes you stay like for another hour or two sometimes.
I
Like
did that like today,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, like you stay
Yeah.
in your bed because of your phone.
Yeah.
So a lot of people say that you should put your phone like at your desk or some shit, so
Mhm.
you have to get up
Mhm.
and actually like you'll get up, you know. But it depends too. Maybe I'll just get up, grab it, and lay back in bed or something.
Well, the thing is, like, for with me, like sometimes, like I fucking have to wake up and I gotta take a shit, bro. Like, so I get my phone, and that's another thing, right? Like you get your phone, and that's like your magazine nowadays. You know,
Yeah.
you're fucking there in the throne, and you're just like watching videos. And then you get back to your bed, and you're like, "Well, I want to keep watching videos, so
Yeah.
let me not."
It's
to-
like muscle
yeah.
memory too, because you'll get
Yeah,
out
that's a
and
fact.
you're like you take your phone out and you're just walking to your bed while
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Like
for
that's how
sure.
addictive we are to our phones. It's crazy, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
why I really don't want my kids to be like that though either.
That's
like,
the thing, right? But there has to be a balance.
Yeah, a balance for sure.
Because they have to understand it. Because I feel like I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like sometimes with these new type of like different programs and different things that are coming out, like the NFTs and all that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like I don't understand this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like my parents now, you know? Like I'm like, oh
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
You know, they don't understand even scrolling through Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I don't understand now NFTs, and I'm like, oh shit, well this seems like I'm going behind. So it's
That
like
makes
you
sense.
don't want your kid to be behind because technology is the future, bro.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's the future. But at the same time, you don't want them to be super dependent in that.
Dependent on it.
You want them to, because we're humans, right? So we need that human interaction.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you think about
That's
that?
why I don't
then?
want my kids to be socially awkward either. Because, man, that's fucking really bad right there. When I see, you know, I've met grown-ups where, like, they can't even have a conversation or they can't even speak, like, a regular convo. That's how socially awkward they are. Like, they'll be looking down and shit, like,
Yeah.
and talking. I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, that's bad,
Like,
bro.
Let's just talk, man.
Like, bro,
Let's
look at
just-
me. Like, why are you looking at my
Yeah.
my toes and shit?
Well, maybe he likes your toes, bro. Maybe he's a feet
Why?
guy.
Because they're all painted and shit. No.
Maybe he's a feet guy, bro.
Nah, bro, that shit's bad.
No,
Like,
yeah.
I think I
understand
would limit it to like probably like an hour a day or some shit.
That's
like
why.
that.
That's why I don't understand like certain people nowadays that are very successful that say I'm gonna homeschool my kid because it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, no, because they need the social interaction.
Yeah.
So
True.
I'm saying it depends on what age you want to do that.
Yeah.
But if you want to just homeschool your kid forever, then they'll never have that social interaction.
Like, yeah,
because
that's why there's a lot of people like
You
they're
underst-
smart as fuck, but they
Yeah.
can't even have a conversation.
Elon Musk, I think, is a big example.
That's true.
I don't know where the fuck he got like.
He's an alien.
Yeah, probably.
Nah.
He's from Mars. That's why he
Yeah.
wants to go back. He wants to go back to
He
his.
wants to go back home, bro.
Yeah. E.T. go home. You know, like that's him. That's him.
But he is awkward.
He's
Like,
awkward.
on
He's
the
awkward.
podcast?
Yeah,
Fuck,
he's
he was
awkward. He's awkward. And so I don't know if he was homeschooled, but like he's very awkward. And you don't want your kids to be awkward like that. You just want your kids to be
Balanced.
just balanced. You
Yeah.
want them to be able to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, no matter like the person they are, whatever, like their background, if they're goth, emo, gangster,
Yeah.
jockeys, whatever, like it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
Like whatever it is, like you can still talk to anybody, have conversations with anybody. And I think that's a very, very helpful skill
Yeah.
in life. you
Yeah.
know.
Facts.
Talk to anybody, businessman, whatever. Like it doesn't matter who you're talking to, but at least you
Because
can
like
have a
if you think
conversation.
if you think about it, like there's probably so much smart people that have ideas and shit, but they're so like socially awkward that they'll just hold everything in and like they wouldn't even share it like with their coworkers or like their boss or shit because they're they're like preventing confrontation, like they don't want it. Like and they have like good ass ideas in their head, but they can't because they're missing that skill of like just being able to have conversations. And that shit's a big deal for sure. So I wouldn't like, I've thought about that, like homeschooling, like would I homeschool my kids? But now that you bring that like point up, That's a good ass point, bro. Like being socially awkward will be so bad
Yeah,
for a kid. Like you're gonna probably get frustrated with your kid too. Be like come on, like go talk to them, or like
I don't know.
like go talk to your cousins, and they're not gonna want
Yeah,
to. They're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be right next to you.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
and it'll be bad for sure.
I mean, yeah, I would say that like private or public. Public is a lot. It just depends. Like public, that they're gonna teach them some shit that you're not teaching him at his home,
Yeah,
right? Like so. Then private, you have a better, control of understanding what they're gonna teach your kid.
yeah, and they
So,
can't
but,
do like
yeah.
some sneaky shit.
Right.
Yeah,
Because then hopefully my kid tells me too. Like I would want my kid. What are they teaching you in school? Oh, they're teaching me that. What the fuck?
That shit scared me, bro. That was a fail.
Party foul, bro. Podcast foul.
Everyone's gonna rewind and be like, "What the fuck was that?"
What
And
the
look at
fuck
it.
happened? Like, let's see what
There
happened.
was an earthquake, bro.
Was it a ghost or was it his
Nah.
knee, bro? What was it?
What were you saying?
I forgot.
Nah, come on.
Yeah, okay. It was about the kid.
Yeah.
Kid. So the kid is gonna go. Like, I would hope that my kid comes back home and I tell him, like, what are they teaching you? That and he can tell me, like, oh, they're teaching me that there's more than two genders. I'm like, what?
Like you spit your water out and shit.
Like, let me go to the school right now. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
So let's see what's up. Let's see if they say it after.
yeah.
But yeah, I would hope that I would have that communication with my kid
Man,
and have
that
them
shit's
tell me
scary.
that, right? Like, and if they do, if they ever said that in a private school, then I'd be like, what the fuck? This is not the private school that I want to take them to. Because there was a video. Who posted it? It was you or
Was it Cheeto Vera when he was talking about it?
no.
Oh,
The sexy red.
Sexy Red.
No, it was Isaac. And he posted a video in the classroom that they were all like getting lit to Sexy Red.
Oh, yeah.
And that shit's insane to me, bro. I'm like, that shit's crazy. Like they're promoting Sexy Red, which these kids look like they were in what, first grade, kindergarten, like
What?
little kids, man. And I'm like, is this what they're teaching you? Instead of teaching you like how to like write and spell, like they're teaching you a Sexy Red song.
Wow.
Doesn't make sense
That's
at all.
crazy.
That's
crazy.
At
And then,
all.
I mean, now like it's even scary because there's actual proof and shit that they were teaching kids like how to give a blowjob and shit. Like that's fucking
Really?
crazy. Yeah, bro.
That sounds familiar, actually, but
Cheeto was talking about that too. Like he got his kids out of that school because he heard like that there was some shit going on like that. Like actually teaching kids like to give blowjobs. Like what the fuck?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Like why?
bro.
Like why? That's why everyone says like just leave it away. Leave the children out of like all these combos that are going on and shit.
Right.
But like now it's like I don't know if it's too late or like what's gonna happen, bro. And then I feel like these classrooms should start being monitored. Like there should be like some cameras and shit, like to see what's going on. Cause there's a lot of like teachers that would be like, oh, like I'm gonna like teach the way I want to teach and shit like that, And sometimes they teach that way, like, teachers can be like gay or like whatever, and then they'll start like teaching kids about that
The
because
same shit, right?
yeah, so
Instead of
it's like-
teaching like what you're supposed to teach.
yeah,
So
exactly.
there's this video that I seen that there was this guy going around just asking like random women like these questions, right? And he asked these two girls, I only seen these two girls on that video. He asked them like, do you think a 12-year-old child can get a tattoo? And both of the girls were like, no, like 12.
I see
you
where
seen
this
it?
is going.
And both of the girls were like, no, like 12 is too young. They don't even understand that this is permanent to their body. Like they can't replace it. I mean, yeah, you can, but it's going to be expensive. But no 12-year-old should not have tattoos. And then the guy with the same two girls, right? He said, do you think that 12-year-old kids should have, should be able to get hormone blockers? And they're like, yeah, they can because at that age, they understand their gender. They understand that they want to be a guy or a girl and this and that. And it's like, bro, the hypocrisy of the exact
Literally.
same shit.
And you know what's
So,
crazy
like-
is like how you said, like a tattoo, like yeah, you can remove it, but not only a hormone blocker is like people that are transitioning as a child, like you're transitioning your child, like that's permanent. Like there's no going back and none of that
for
shit. So
sure.
that's even more
more
like of a
permanent,
serious,
right?
yeah. And then you're gonna say no, like no, that's fine. Like that makes zero sense, bro. That's crazy.
I would rather, literally, I would rather my 12-year-old kid get a tattoo than start taking hormone blockers,
Yeah.
bro. Like literally, because that shit's ridiculous. And even one of the girls was saying like, "Oh, I know this sounds hypocritical that I said no to the 12-year-old getting tattoos, but I'm saying yes to them getting hormone blockers. But the only thing is, you know, I feel like they understand their body by the time they're 12 to understand if they're a man or a woman." But it's like, okay, so you don't understand that you want a tattoo by that time or something like that. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, changing your gender is way more critical than getting a tattoo.
There's literally no going back, and there's so many cases of people that live in regret now from doing that.
Yep.
So that alone should like literally like there needs to be some change, bro, because that's crazy that we're able to just allow this shit to go down to children that
Right.
you know, children think they're superheroes when they're kids, you know,
Of course.
they don't fucking know like permanent life issues,
Yeah,
life
yeah.
changes and shit. Like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Fuck,
It's ridiculous as fuck, man.
it is, bro.
Yeah, I want to talk about UFC. You want to get into that?
Oh, let's talk about it because a lot of shit's been going down recently.
Some crazy shit going on. Dana White just hit us with like a fucking nuclear bomb, bro. Announcing these weird
Shout out
ass
Dana,
fights.
man.
Hey, shout out Dana. Shout
Bro.
out Dana for sure.
It's gonna suck when Dana's like retired or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's
I
gonna
think
suck.
I think in the next like 10 years he's gonna retire.
Don't say that, bro.
I
Wait till
think he
my
will.
lifetime. Man.
I think he's going to, man,
Fuck,
because he's
man.
been talking about it way too much. And I'm like, dude,
Who does
like,
he even pass the torch to?
to
You
be
know?
honest, I would
Like,
say
he
you know
has
what?
to be the one to pick. You know,
Yeah, I think I know exactly who he's gonna pass it to. He's gonna pass it to DC, bro.
DC.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
actually now, dude. That's a good ass point.
Yeah,
Holy
I
shit!
think he's gonna pass it to DC, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck.
Joe Rogan, I know he wants no part of
DC
it.
needs to stay healthy though. Holy fuck.
He needs to stop eating Popeyes, bro. Like,
Hey,
stop
DC,
getting-
stay healthy, bro. And
stop
then
getting those
please.
spicy chicken sandwiches, bro.
He has
Like,
to have the same. What was it like? The guy that Dana went with that told him like you only have 10 years left, and then Dana
Oh.
changed his whole diet and shit. That's what DC needs,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
DC needs that.
Tell him he only has 5, bro.
For
Hurry
real,
up, man.
5 months.
5 weeks, bro.
For
Get
real,
to
bro.
it. Yeah, for sure, for
no,
sure.
that's
But
a good ass point.
I think
bro.
I think the only thing is I would tell you this, man. Like everybody shits on Dana, and to be honest, man, Dana is like, for me, I fucking love that guy, man. This guy, the sport would not have
Pause.
been where it's at. Yeah, pause, bro. The sport would not have been where it's at if it wasn't for Dana, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you can't even deny that shit,
No one
man.
can
Like
deny
you
that.
can't deny that shit. Like he bought it with the Fertitta brothers and all that, and he made it what it is right now with the first Ultimate Fighter. You know, Forrest Griffin and what's his name, the other guy.
Yeah.
You know, yes. For some reason I can't remember his fucking name.
Disrespectful, man.
Damn, I can't remember his fucking name. Yeah, I can't. So Forrest Griffin and the other guy in the Ultimate
Uh-huh.
Fighter, and yeah, you know, it was a fucking fight for the decades, for for whatever, and that's what started off the whole explosion of UFC. And believe me, bro, nobody's gonna be able to replace Dana, because when he has an interview, he does more views than the fighters, man. Like people
Yeah.
understand. They want to see Dana talk.
Yeah.
I know.
yeah.
I know for a fact I do, man.
Yeah.
Like when Dana has an interview, I'm watching that shit.
Yeah, for
even
sure.
more than the fighters.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't care what the fighter, because the fighter's only gonna talk about like his fight, maybe what's next, maybe what he wants to do next. But Dana is gonna lay out the whole entire plan.
about the whole organization.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Lay out the whole entire plan and talk about
This
what's
guy's
going
smart,
on.
bro.
He's a
so
genius,
smart,
bro,
yeah.
and he's a character. Like he's very likable
Oh yeah.
as the president. And which president do you know that does that? Does the boxing president do that shit?
Fuck
Hell no. And even if he does, or I don't even know who the fucking boxing president is.
Well,
but
the
like,
guy for the zone, he's pretty good. But the other ones, like, they're whatever.
so the guy from the zone is
I forgot his name, but I think you know what he looks like.
I think I know exactly who
Yeah.
you're talking about. But even him, right? Like he doesn't.
He's not on Dana's level. For
No,
sure.
he's not. He's not. Like, and
No
I'm
one's
like,
on Dana's level.
that's the thing. Nobody's on Dana's
Yeah.
level as when it comes to as a president of an organization. And boxing, though, boxing has many like organizations, and they have different
That's the
people that
issue.
talk about shit.
Yeah.
And UFC is only Dana as the
Yeah,
president,
yeah,
and
yeah.
actually now he's the CEO. You know, I don't know if you've seen like that
I did see that.
yeah, UFC, WWE, and TKD.
Yeah.
They all formed it, like they all came together. So now Dana is actually the CEO of UFC, which is awesome.
Fire.
But everybody expects, you know, or waits for Dana to talk, and everybody wants to see what's happening next from
Yeah.
him, from his voice. But I don't even know where I was going with this point, to be honest. But
No, I mean, like, you
he's
just giving your flowers to Dana.
yeah, Dana's a fucking beast.
It is gonna suck, you know, when he leaves, but like, hopefully he's not just gonna pass the torch right away. Hopefully he's gonna like go like, you know, like mentor this person like for years, you know, for at least like 5 years or some shit, like just going along the way, like right by him, to just show them like how it's going, how it all goes down and shit. Because fuck, everyone's like scared of that shit, you know, like when Dana leaves, what's
yeah,
gonna happen
man.
in the UFC?
Fuck yeah.
Is the UFC gonna start like having Pride Month and shit in it? Is it gonna be
exactly?
Yeah, but it's true because
No freedom of speech,
Yeah.
where people can talk whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they want to say. Yeah.
and you know, there's a lot of controversy shit about like pay and all that shit. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta be, you know, you gotta do that on yourself. You know, you gotta
Mhm.
like, bro. There's so many opportunities out there, and these fighters like they're looking at one income. That's the issue. I think that's the big issue.
yeah,
Like
that's a good point.
Like they
man.
need to reflect on themselves and see
Mm.
like how they could branch out. You know, there's fighters that don't even talk or anything. Like, what do you expect to get paid more for that shit? Like,
yeah.
that's just boring. So I mean, you gotta just be entertaining and
It's
shit.
entertainment at the end of
Yeah.
the day. Like it's an entertainment business,
Yep.
you know.
But
And
man, yeah, shout out Dana for sure, because these fights, fuck. This year's been crazy, bro. Like
it's still not done.
It's
bro.
not
It's
done.
still not done.
the end, like
You
the
know?
way that this year's gonna end is gonna be fucking juicy, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, and what's crazy is
You gotta piss.
that's the crazy
very-
part about all this. So yeah, Dana is the GOAT. I do want to bring up these fights that are coming up. You know, the ones that have been announced, and I'm gonna start with the one that I don't even want to see, bro. To be honest,
Why?
and then I'll get to the. I'll
Oh, I
start
know
from,
which
and then I'll get to the better ones. But it just doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so Tony Ferguson versus Patty Pimblett.
Wait, why doesn't it make sense?
Why the fuck?
Bro, that's like a good fight for Tony in my eyes.
I hope Tony fucks him up.
You don't think Tony could win that?
Nah. To be
What?
honest. Mm-mm.
Nah,
I think.
bro.
I mean, I'm gonna root for him anyways. But
Nah, I think Tony could win that.
you think so?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think he can win it. On the feet, standing up.
Yeah. I mean, his ground game isn't like he's isn't he like a black belt?
Yeah, he is. He's like
But-
very. But I think Patty is just younger and
Yeah, he is younger, which is kind of bad for him.
it just doesn't
because
make sense. Like,
But I never seen like Tony get tired, so I don't know. And then it's gonna be a 3-round fight, so I mean, I think this is a decent fight for Tony, to be honest. Patty is someone that hasn't really impressed me yet. You know, I feel like he lost his last fight, even though he won that. But
for sure, his last fight. Yeah,
yeah, and then he doesn't
And he
really
gets-
take
he-
the UFC serious.
he gets rocked, bro.
He gets fucking huge.
and he gets huge. And he gets fucking 200 pounds, bro. Like, are you kidding me? This
That's what I'm saying.
motherfucker's
I don't
cheeks
think
are
he
like-
takes it that serious. You know,
I'm like, bro,
I don't know.
drop
man.
the burgers, man. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, how bad would it be for Patty if he lost to Tony?
Oh man.
It'd be bad.
Well, let me tell you, bro.
Tell me.
Ferguson has lost his last six fights, man. So if Pimblett, which is like one of the cash cows that Dana is trying to push right now, like Pimblett can be a star. Don't get me wrong, right? Like he can be, but his mouth pause, right? Like does more of the action than his fights. You know that all he does is this, blah blah blah, right?
There's actually a clip of him going blah blah blah.
Yeah, well, is there really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Well, like his mouth just goes blah blah blah, right? And his actions don't really say that because this guy gets fucking rocked. Yeah, he wins his fights,
But it shouldn't be that close.
It shouldn't be that fucking close.
If you're
right?
like bragging like this much,
yeah. It shouldn't be that close, man. Yeah. And
people think that he lost. A lot of people think he lost. But
I think he won. He lost too against Aaron Gordon, right?
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon. Yeah, I think he lost against him. And if you've seen it, bro, like Aaron Gordon was.
But I don't think it makes that much sense. It makes like it's a good fight for Tony, but for Patty, I don't really see it as a good fight because I'm like, bro, exactly. don't you want to like level up and shit, like step up?
Which why it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. For
Tony, like you said, makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
He's gonna get. That's why I feel like they're using Tony now as like the gatekeepers. What's so funny? I
thought you were gonna say something else.
The gatekeeper.
No. All right.
But they're using him as like the guy that just stands in front of the fucking division and they have to come through, you know, like. Yeah. And Tony's
so let everybody in, bro.
Pretty much, right? So it's like, man.
He could have at least fought like Bobby Green, Patty. But Bobby has a fight coming up, and I'm low-key scared for that one. But
who's he fighting? I don't remember seeing.
He's fighting the wrestler. Forgot his name. Nelson. Is it Nelson?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Fuck. But Nelson or Wilson or some shit like that.
Some sin.
But I mean, yeah, I don't see it as a bad fight for Tony. But for
I got Tony. Pimblett
I'll have Tony.
He's fucking in. You have Tony too?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Always authentic, bro.
All right. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Pimblett, to be honest. But
no.
I hate his accent. Mama Scalsa. I fucking hate his accent. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Same with Darren Till. Same accent.
Yeah.
Both Scalsas.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I fucking hate that accent. Sounds like they have loogies like stuck all the time.
Like take that shit out, bro.
Like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So okay, so the next one, which this is a crazy one, man. I'm not gonna lie. Wonder Boy versus Shavkat.
R.I.P.
Shavkat, yeah. To be honest,
you'll be missed. Nah.
I think Wonder Boy is gonna lose, bro. I really do think he's gonna lose, but I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance.
I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him too, bro. But Shavkat is a fucking beast.
He's a fucking beast.
He beat the fuck out of Jeff Neal.
Oh hell yeah.
And he's undefeated. And to be honest, man, like I don't know. I think Wonder Boy has a huge challenge ahead of him. I'm surprised he took that fight, to be honest. I'm very surprised he took that fight. Because he could have taken like easier fights, you know?
I mean, maybe they were already pissed at him because he didn't want to fight.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
so I feel like they're like, fuck you, like we're gonna give you this guy.
That's it. You know,
I think that's what went down, to be honest.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because you should have fought. I think he should have just went with it, bro. Like 2-3 pounds overweight. Like, come on, bro. Just you're gonna be like higher weight after that weigh-in anyways too. So
that's why it doesn't matter, bro. Yeah. That's why like the weight difference doesn't matter, bro. Yeah, like you're saying, like if I'm 3 pounds heavier than you, when the fight comes, who knows? Maybe you're heavier than me, you know?
Exactly.
So I'm like, it doesn't fucking really matter like that. Yeah. It doesn't change the skill of the fighter.
Yeah.
It just changes. If they wrestle, then maybe that would change something because now they're heavier on top of you. But as far as like punching, and I know they were both going to strike, bro. Yeah. They were both going to strike. Yeah. Pereira versus Wonder Boy, they were both going to strike.
That was going to be a good-ass fight.
That would have been a great fight. But now he's fighting Shavkat, and
this is even way more scarier opponent, man.
I think so, bro. Because he doesn't do these crazy fucking tricks.
Yeah.
He's gonna go in there and just try and fuck you up. That's
Yeah.
it. No
Yeah.
entertainment, and just like
Yeah.
go in there, boom, boom, boom. You
Yep.
know? And yeah, I got Wonder Boy. I want him to win.
Yeah.
Also, man, I'm not gonna be disappointed if Shavkat wins either.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's a fucking beast.
Yeah, he
and I
is a
want
beast.
him to fight what's his name? Hamzat.
Comes up.
Yeah, I
that'd
think
be
that would be
good.
an awesome fucking fight.
That'd be an amazing fight.
That would be an awesome fight.
I think
They're both very similar to me.
if Kamza wins his next fight, he should fight for champ, and then maybe what's his name, Shev, he should go and fight him, because I know he wants to fight. He wants to be champ too. You know, he's undefeated.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs like 2 more fights, and then
You think Hamzat should fight what's his name? Sean Strickland?
yes,
Yeah. Like if he wins the next one, he should be next in line.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Izzy still getting the rematch, and then maybe he's
Only
next.
because Dana's saying it, right?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
But do you think he deserves? I think he deserves it, bro.
I think here's what I think. I think he doesn't deserve it.
What the fuck?
And I'll tell you why, man. I think he doesn't deserve it because he's already been granted a rematch when he lost his belt, man. And let me tell you, the difference between those two fights is Izzy was winning all 4 or 5 rounds
Yeah.
before he got fucking stopped
Mm.
by Pereira.
Yeah.
And then he got the rematch and then he knocked him out.
Yeah.
So I don't think he deserves it now because he's not like he was winning all 4 rounds. You know, he lost all 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Or he only won 1 round. I think maybe round 2 or
Yeah.
round 1. You know, he only
True.
round 1 he got knocked down. So round 2, I think is the only one he won.
But he's fucking beating everybody, bro, in
Sure.
that weight class. Like,
I understand that, but it's like you can't just keep.
and then
giving
he's not a
people-
boring champ. He like
He's
fights every 3 months, man.
Yeah. I agree with that, man.
So-
He's the most active champion ever.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind the rematch, because I just want to see like
if he can beat him up,
if he wins or loses. Like, if he loses, then like I told you before, like I think he's done, but you don't think so. But like, what's next for him then? Because he's already beaten everybody in that class. Does he fight like Kamza or like Acosta again or some shit? But I don't know.
well,
man.
that's the thing, right? So I would say it the only thing, I mean, Izzy has been a champ. You know, he'll always be a champ. So for me, it doesn't really take away anything. Like if Sean Strickland were to fight Hamzat or Costa or whatever, like just to have some more, you know, flavor in the division, you know, just like, because if Izzy wins, they have a rematch and Izzy wins again, then now he's fighting somebody. Should Strickland get a rematch? You know, now we're going into that
I
territory.
don't think so.
Yeah, so then Izzy has to fight somebody he's already faced.
Yeah, I mean, Strickland was more like picked for that. You know, it wasn't really earned. Like Izzy.
No,
was
it
like,
wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so Izzy like really just picked like, all right, I'm gonna fight you because you know you're talking shit or whatever. But I think maybe it should go something like Izzy Strickland rematch, Kamza or Costa, whoever wins that fights Dricus, and then from that fight, they're next. And then yeah, I think it should go like that. That's what I think. But I know sometimes I don't really like rematches, but when it's someone like that actually deserves it, then I don't mind it. It's just depends. You know, someone like Usman, how he's someone who deserved that rematch too, and
Yeah.
so I mean, I think Izzy's another one like that actually deserves it. You know, he's been champ for so long.
Yeah, but he got the rematch
Yeah,
with Pereira.
yeah, but he
You
hasn't
know?
lost the rematch, so
He hasn't lost it, but he hasn't been dominated like this either.
yeah, for sure.
That's the only thing. Like he hasn't been dominated. I would say give Sean Dricus
Like another fight,
Yeah,
but
give
he's
him.
gonna lose, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So, well, the thing is, right?
And then we're gonna
doesn't
want,
it-
and then people are gonna want the rematch later. Now,
Whoa. Well, doesn't it make sense for Sean to fight Dricus, and now Izzy has like some sort of personal beef with both of them, right? Like he has a personal beef with Dricus, and then he has a personal beef with Sean for a rematch.
Mm.
So whoever wins this is gonna be like a sell to fight Izzy. I think Izzy should just
I
wait.
don't know, man.
I think it just makes the most sense because either Izzy fights Sean that just beat him and gets the rematch, or he fights Dricus that you know, they went in the cage together and talked shit, and now they can actually settle the beef and see who's the better
I
African.
think it fucks
right?
everything up though because of Costa. Costa's still been waiting in line too.
Yeah, but he's been waiting too long. You know, like the last time he fought was like
And I
over
want
a
to
year
see
ago.
him fight
I do want to see him
for
fight,
champ.
but he fucked up. Who he's facing?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get fucking destroyed.
Wait, what? Kamza? You think he's getting destroyed?
Oh no. Oh no, never mind.
Oh,
They said
shit.
Costa. They said
Oh, Costa. No, Costa. No. I
Yeah,
mean,
okay, yeah. Hamza is destroying Costa.
Yeah. Costa's last fight wasn't that impressive, bro. Like he fought Luke Rockhold and it wasn't really that. It
He was
wasn't
getting
good.
fucked up.
Like if Luke had some power, bro,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
could have took him out for sure.
And those kicks.
Yeah. Like that was a close fight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't really think he's deserves to be champ or like get another shot right now.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
All right, what's the next fight?
the next one is the best one. That's what it is, bro.
Nice. What is it?
Jerry Prohashka versus Alex Pereira. Oh man.
But is it the
bro.
best one?
Fuck yeah. What do you mean?
Better than Colby and Edwards?
Fuck yeah.
Nah,
Hell
bro.
yeah. 100%. Are you serious?
Here's my thing.
What?
Here's my thing. Is Yuri gonna be the same? The worst shoulder injury the UFC has ever seen.
That's what they say.
Shoulder was gone
My
all over the
shoulder.
floor and shit.
Yeah.
But no, this is gonna be a good ass fight.
This is gonna
bro.
be the best fight, bro. I swear
Two
to
scary
God.
motherfuckers, bro.
This is like putting a fucking Wolverine, a Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, bro. Like just have them fight.
True.
This is like two fucking beasts just
Yeah.
fighting each other. Like
Yeah.
Pereira, like I would say, I don't know. How do you think that fight's gonna go down
I think Pereira is gonna retire
when he wins?
when he loses. Nah, man. I see it a stand up for a bit maybe, but I do think Yuri might wrestle a little bit. I think he's gonna wrestle Pereira, possibly.
You think so?
Yeah, because Pereira has a better stand up in my eyes.
I think Pereira is gonna wrestle Jerry.
What? This guy's trolling right now.
You know why I think that?
What? Because
I've been-
Glover fight or what?
Yeah, that's exactly why. I've been studying this shit.
But
so
dude, who's a better striker, Glover or Pereira?
Pereira,
That's what I'm saying. So why do you think he's gonna wrestle?
because Glover had like huge success, you know, wrestling and all that shit, and he even had him in dominant position, was fucking him up, you know, with
But
the ground
Glover
and
is a
pound.
wrestler, no? Like he's more of a he wrestles a little bit more.
He is more of a wrestler, but Yuri's not a wrestler, and neither is Alex. But Alex is training with Yuri. I mean,
Glover.
Glover. So,
But do you think that's a smart move to make in a champ fight against someone like Yuri? You're just gonna go and do something you're not comfortable with
I would say you have 2 rounds to try that
to
out.
try it.
Yeah, the
So
first
just,
2 rounds.
I mean, I guess it's like not a bad idea to like try to like catch him off guard in a way. Like, what the fuck? This guy's wrestling me.
exactly,
So, yeah.
exactly.
So I mean, it is possible, but that fight's gonna be insane, man. I want to buy that fight, bro.
I think we have to,
Fuck,
bro. I
for
think we
sure.
have to
That-
watch that shit.
That fight's gonna be crazy.
Boatan,
Who do you have?
Pereira, bro. Of course, 100%.
No. But like, so you're rooting for Pereira, but do you think he's winning?
I do think so.
Oh, yeah?
yeah. Cause Yuri is I mean he's a fucking great fighter,
He
bro.
is.
But I just don't think like I think that he doesn't have the technical skills to stop
Pereira.
Alex. Yeah. So I think Alex is gonna hit him with the leg kicks. Boom, boom, boom.
The fucking leg kicks,
Yeah,
man.
he's gonna hit him with the jab. He's gonna hit him with the hook, and I do think he's gonna wrestle. I think he has 2 rounds to try it and get him tired because I mean, you know, we can talk about who's a worse wrestler, Yuri or Alex, right? Like I think
Yeah.
they're both not great wrestlers, but who's better, right?
Striking, yeah.
Well, no.
Overall.
I'm saying who's a better wrestler
Oh,
between them two, right?
I
So
don't
like
know.
if somebody went for a takedown, who would actually get the takedown? Would Alex get it?
I can't even see
Tajiri?
Alex going for a takedown, bro.
Yeah,
That's,
me
that's
neither, bro.
crazy.
Me neither. Bro.
That's
I don't even
insane,
think
bro.
he knows how.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But I think the only thing is he has Glover in his
but his
glove
stance,
compartment,
his
bro.
stance.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not. It's too like.
with his chin like
He's gonna
this.
telegraph so hard, like going for a takedown.
He's like,
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't think he's gonna go for a takedown.
I think
Why change what he's like the best at? Like he knows that Yuri can't wrestle, so why wouldn't he be confident as fuck like just striking?
well, that's the thing. He knows that Yuri can't wrestle, so why
He
would
can't wrestle either.
well, that's what I'm saying. Who's better, bro? Who's better? So if they're both shit, but one of them is a little bit better, doesn't it make
I
sense?
mean, if he's getting like training from Glover, then yeah,
I'm
like,
telling you,
just
bro.
fucking go for it.
I
But
think Glover is the hidden weapon, bro.
Yeah?
I think Glover, yeah. But, well, because Glover already beat, he didn't beat him, but he already faced Yuri.
he
and
got
it was-
submitted.
He got submitted. It was a close fucking fight.
Yeah, yeah.
I swear to God, if it would have gone to decision, Glover would have won.
Who do you think's the overall better fighter, Glover or Pereira?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, bro. Of course. I would say it depends, bro. Really.
I feel like
The better stand-up fighter is Alex.
overall.
That's a tough question, actually. I never even thought of this shit.
You got to do your research, bro.
I would, to be honest, bro.
You're gonna say Glover.
Yeah, I think so.
And I mean,
I
Yuri
think so.
beat him. So was Pereira in the corner? He was, huh, for that fight.
Probably.
So he knows, he he's seen him fight in person, so he knows a lot about Yuri. So, man,
Well,
that fight,
he spent like fucking.
I don't see that fight's not really predictable for me.
Yeah, I mean,
That shit can go either way for sure.
It's a very close fight. You
Yeah.
know? And then, just real quick,
Uh-huh.
who do you think about I don't know if you've seen there's been a lot of back and forth right now recently, and we're gonna talk about this when it gets closer too. But the Francis and Tyson, there's just been a lot of
man. Francis and Tyson.
Tyson Fury.
Oh,
There's been a lot of back and forth talking about Francis was talking shit about the gloves and all that.
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that he
Well,
thinks-
because I watched that podcast, the one on Joe Rogan. It was recent.
oh yeah.
I watched it. It was pretty good. Not gonna lie. He said, I think that post kind of overstated it because he wasn't really like guaranteeing that he cheats. He was just pretty much saying I find a little bit fishy with his gloves, which a lot of people did. A lot of people because that hook that shit made the glove flap the
Or
other
just
way.
bends a
Yeah,
fucking.
it looked like his hand was broken.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would question that too. And all
Gloves don't do that shit.
yeah, all he said was because Joe was like, nah, come on, he's not cheating or anything. And he's like, I'm not saying that. I just wanna why not let's just double check. Why not? Why not? Let's double check it before we get in the ring. Which is not bad. I mean, that doesn't hurt anybody. Just double checking to see the gloves and shit. So I don't think Tyson has to cheat, bro. That's the thing. He's just so good. Why? Why would he have to cheat? And why would he put his whole career on the line?
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know, man. That fight's gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be
But
fucking badass.
I kind of let me down a little bit when Francis said that Mike Tyson isn't training him daily. He's just going time to time, which is making me feel I thought it made it seem like Mike was there every day with
so
him.
those clips, those videos,
it made it seem like that, right? He's there daily with him and shit.
they fucking bamboozled us,
So it makes me feel
that's
fuck,
what I
man.
thought. I was
Yeah.
I was like, Francis is winning this shit, bro.
Yeah,
He's getting the movement and getting the.
but I mean,
hits.
it's still he's learning a lot still, and they were talking about it Mike has fought guys similar to body builds Tyson.
That's right. That's right.
His
that's
whole
right.
career and shit. So
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
knows,
Yeah.
he knows ways
True.
around, those type of builds. So, man, bro. And then we've seen Tyson be knocked down by someone with not really a boxer yet, which was Deontay Wilder. He's not fully skilled boxer. He started late as fuck in his career.
Yeah.
So
The only thing is, it's because of his power.
Yeah.
He's not technical,
that's why.
but he has that fucking
he has the
lights
power.
out, that lights out
Yeah.
power.
So and Francis
Yeah.
has power too. So and it may be that he may be even stronger and more
Yeah, who
powerful than
knows?
Wilder. So
I would say it could be a possibility because Deontay is 6'7",
Yeah.
6'8",
Yeah.
and Francis is like 6'4", 6'5", so he's smaller. If that's considered small,
Yeah.
6'5", you know, but he's way more fucking dense.
Yeah.
He has way more muscle, you know.
I don't know
and
if it's just me, but I rewatched it, like Deontay Wilder like knocking Fury out.
I seen that shit.
And
so
I don't
many
know, is it
times.
just me or like was that count questionable?
Yeah,
Big time, right?
100%. It was questionable,
I
man.
think
Like
Wilder. I think
100%.
if that guy actually knew
Bro.
like how to count seconds, like Wilder would have beaten him.
Even that. Okay, so even the counting. Like, how many times have you seen a fighter like that, or just any fighter in boxing get knocked out like that ends up flat in his back, and they just wave it off
Yeah,
right away? Like
they
they don't
do.
even go, "Oh, what's going on?" They
Yeah.
as soon as they drop, they're like, "All right, that's it. It's over."
Yeah.
And then they didn't do that with Tyson.
Yeah.
And bro, if I would have seen Tyson land like that, I'm like, bro, this is done.
Yeah.
He got laid fucking
Yeah.
flat.
And then there's
You
gonna be
know?
people saying like, "Oh, but look what he did. He got back up." But
And he still
I'm
won
just
the
saying,
round.
I'm just
and all
saying,
that,
I'm
yeah.
just saying that by the rules, like
Yeah.
that was not
Yeah,
a
yeah,
10-second count.
I agree with that.
Like this
it was
guy
like a
counted
14-second count.
big time, bro. Like, and then Fury's eyes, bro, they were fucking back. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
this guy was done, and that shit had me questioning, like, oh, what the fuck, like,
yeah. I
And,
agree with that.
Another crazy thing that he said on the pod, this kind of like bums me out. He said that the fight that was actually supposed to happen was Francis versus Wilder, and it was supposed to
Mm.
happen in June,
Mm.
and it didn't happen. It didn't go down. I'm like, what, bro? I would have
That
loved.
probably would have been better, actually, just to
I
watch.
think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
The biggest power punchers of UFC
Yeah.
and boxing. And
yep, that would have been a great fight. But that was supposed to happen in June. And I'm like, fuck, bro, that would have been crazy. But
shit.
yeah, he's saying also like good news too is he's saying that he's down to fight Jones after.
Francis? Well, let's see if Dana's down.
That's the thing, you know.
Let's see
But,
if Dana's down.
You know, Joe's
Well, let's
like,
see if Jones is down for that shit too. You know,
Yeah.
because he might retire. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna retire.
yeah, I think so too. And he doesn't really see Francis as like a skillful opponent. You know, he sees Stipe as the GOAT.
Mm.
And I'm talking about Jones, you know,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
sees
yeah.
and but yeah, Joe Rogan asked him like, oh, but would the PFL be down with that? And he's like, yeah, they're down. He's like, really? And he's like, yeah.
Wait, who asked that?
Joe Rogan. He asked Francis like, oh, so the PFL would be down
Yeah,
with
but
you fighting
Dan-
John Jones? And then yeah,
Oh.
that's what I'm saying. Like Dana's probably gonna be like the
Yeah.
one saying like, nah, like because he doesn't want to get
He doesn't.
PFL clout.
Yeah, he doesn't want to cross promote
yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
Yeah,
Like, he doesn't want to cross promote like not one bit, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. He doesn't fuck around with that shit.
yeah,
so.
he doesn't do that shit.
So I mean, that's good news, but at the same time, like I don't know if it's gonna be for sure.
Mm.
But this fight, I'm excited for it for sure, bro. Like I really want to watch it. I like going for the underdog a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I might have Francis on that one. Just I'm not saying he's gonna win, but I'm just going for the
Just going for
underdog.
him?
Yeah,
I think I think he has a chance. The closer it gets, to be honest. At first I thought, I was like, Tyson's gonna fuck him up. You know, he's gonna
Yeah.
destroy him. But now that it gets closer, I'm like, you know what, man? And especially all these things that I've seen with the UFC, like thinking I know something, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it just happens completely opposite. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I
I
don't
feel
know. I
like-
don't know nothing, bro. I don't know
bro,
anything. Like,
ever since we started the podcast, I feel like I gotta keep my mind open now, bro. Like I can't
Like,
guarantee shit
I
anymore.
can't predict none of this shit, bro.
It's insane.
I think I know who's gonna win, and then they don't win,
It's
and
just
they
the
get
total
fucking,
opposite, bro.
yeah.
I remember
I'm
that
like, I don't
time
know
when we
shit.
predicted the Pantoja and Moreno card, and
That's right.
I had a parlay, and the whole fucking parlay was wrong.
And then
and shit,
Pantoja
like,
ended up
wow.
winning, bro.
Yeah, like,
so
Whitaker losing and shit. Like,
and
bro,
Whitaker lose. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Like I can't predict shit anymore.
I can't.
bro.
I don't know nothing, bro.
Exactly.
I'm a fucking idiot. You know, I don't know shit. You know.
That's why I'm like,
but
fuck.
the last thing I want to bring up real
Uh-huh.
quick is Valentina versus Alexa Grasso.
Oh,
that
I wanted
fight.
to talk about that.
Yeah,
too.
what do you think about what do you think about the fight, and what do you think about like the comments after by Valentina?
Overall fight was amazing. Good ass fight, like as expected. But man, I'll be the one to say it. I'm Mexican, you know, so I'm not gonna be biased. But I think Shevchenko won that.
You're racist.
That's probably what I'm gonna be called, bro. I think Shevchenko won that fight. I don't think round 5 was enough to make it a 10-8.
No, yeah.
Like, come on, bro. A 10-8. That's ridiculous to me, bro. And
Fuck
yeah,
no.
I'm just
Fuck
like,
no.
so you agree with me that you think it was like a bad decision?
Here's what I thought. I thought that Alexa had won the 5th round.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But I didn't think. Yeah, there's no fucking way that round was a 10-8. I thought she won it. And she took that round. And I was thinking maybe she would have won round 1, 4. I think it was round 1, 4, and 5, or 1, 3, and 5. Which I thought maybe would have given her the victory, but after seeing the scorecards and everything, I think everybody was giving Shevchenko round 2, 4, and 5. And the thing is, a 10-8 is ridiculous, bro.
It is ridiculous.
A 10-8 means that the other person was getting dominated the whole entire time.
No, they gave her a 2-3-4 because Grasso got 1 and 5. Yeah, Grasso got 5. That's when she got the 10-8.
Yeah, one.
I think she won 1.
Just 1 and 5?
Yeah, she only won 2 rounds.
So then Shevchenko won
3 rounds, bro. She dominated.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just thought that Grasso had the 5th round. I thought she won it.
Yeah.
But either way, even if she would have won it, even if it would have been a 10-9, if it was a 10-9, which it should have been a 10-9, then Shevchenko would have won that shit. Yeah, she would have won by 1 point, literally. Yeah. And because it was a 10-8, which makes no fucking sense at all. Sense. Mike Bell, that's the referee.
Fire him.
The fucking the judge.
Fire him.
Yeah, this guy.
Fire that guy.
You're out, dude. Like,
he was probably Mexican.
Mike Bell, Mike Taco Bell.
Yup.
So this
Mike
guy,
Bellito,
this guy just fucked it all up, and I do think that it shouldn't have been a 10-8, which is ridiculous.
And
bro.
I do understand.
Ridiculous.
I understand. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, you have to actually beat the champ.
Nah,
but bro, I feel like she won. Yeah. Like, I feel like she did. The only thing I got out of Grasso was that knockdown. That hook that she walked into, which was nasty. Like, she made her fucking fly.
And that was in the first round. So check this out. Like, should the first round? All right, she got a knockdown in the first round, and that wasn't a 10-8. Yeah. But she was losing, I would say, half of the round in the 5th round. And then she ended up taking her down. Yeah. And then that won her. I would say that won her the round. But does that make that a 10-8?
I know. That's
so
questionable,
fucking
bro.
Ridiculous. What do you think about her comments, though, Shevchenko, where she was saying, like, oh,
I was like, fuck.
These these judges, like, because it's Independence Day, that they're giving her, they're like,
I mean, I definitely think it's for sure questionable, but I don't know if they rigged it for that specific thing. But I mean, maybe. I just think she won, bro. That's it. Like, I really think she won.
I think she won too now.
So do you think like they should rematch then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like,
for sure.
Because they asked Grasso, and then she's like, "Oh, I gotta talk to my managers."
Yeah. No, but
I'm like, "Nah, you can't do that shit, bro. You can't." That's true. You can't get away with that with Dana.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even Dana said right that she won, Shevchenko.
Yep.
So
he said 10-8 is fucking ridiculous.
I like how he's not biased, bro.
That's what I like too, man. Like, even when GSP lost one time, I don't know if you've seen the fight with GSP and Johnny Hendricks.
I don't think so.
You gotta watch that shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
I don't even want to spoil it no more, to be honest. But yeah,
I'll watch it.
Even Dana was not biased with that fight.
That's good.
And I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, he's not biased at all.
That's what I like. He speaks his fucking mind, and
because he could easily be one of those guys that just defends like the judges too. Because
he said like this guy needs to be questioned.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
And that's the thing that sucks. Like, these judges are not questioned ever.
Yeah, I know.
And because it's different judges in different states and different cities and different athletic commissions and all that. So it's hard to really, we know a few of them for sure. There's a few of them that are always judging when we go to the same spot. And so you get to know the way they judge and shit. You're like, oh, this guy's gonna probably fuck it up tonight. But yeah, that was a terrible decision. I think they should rematch, but I think it's funny because I think this reminds me exactly of Brandon Moreno versus Davis and Figueiredo. Yeah.
Yeah.
First, one of them won, and then the other time it was a draw. It may be backwards. One time it was a draw. The other time they won, but it's the same thing. One win, one draw, and then they ended up fighting another time.
They fought 4 times.
4 times. Yeah, they ended up fighting 2 more times. So I feel like this is exactly where it's at because I think if Shevchenko wins the next one, it's gonna be a rematch
no,
for
man.
Grasso. So I'm like, oh man, I already see this going in the exact.
I think
same
people
path.
would say though, like, oh, Shevchenko already beat you twice.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how it was with
Yeah.
the draw with Brandon. So
yeah.
I think it's gonna be to be honest, man, the two fights they had, they were both fucking entertaining.
They were.
So I don't mind seeing them fight. They're the best of the best in that division.
Yeah.
So I don't even know who they'd fight if they didn't fight each other. You know.
True.
But
So
yeah.
what's the main fight for that card? It's Kobe versus Edwards, right?
Kobe versus Edwards. Yeah, that's another one that was announced.
I can't wait for that one, bro. Just because I miss fucking Kobe talking, bro. The press conference, he's gonna dominate Edwards in the press conference.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fucking London. You're a dump.
Fuck, that fight's gonna be insane.
I got Kobe, bro.
I got Kobe too.
man.
Thank God.
Yeah,
If you would have said Edwards, I would have been pissed, bro.
I like Edwards too, but I think Kobe fucks him up.
I think Kobe fucks him up. His pressure's gonna be too much in my eyes for Edwards. Like his pressure, he's gonna be pressured the whole fight. There's no relaxing with Kobe, you know.
And he has the way he fights, his hands are up. So I don't
Yeah.
think he's gonna. Hopefully he doesn't get like head kicked at the last 5 seconds.
True.
You know, but I think he has good defense, and
He's gonna wrestle.
I think he has the better wrestling pressure than
Yeah.
Usman.
True.
Just like pressure him, take him down, drop him,
Yep.
gets up, drop him.
Yep.
You know,
And then I don't know, his cardio
his cardio
His
is
gas tank
fucking
is
insane.
insane. He won't get tired at all. So, and we've seen Edwards. He gets tired a lot of the times.
Yep.
I think he's gonna be gassed on this fight, but who knows, bro? Edwards already proved me wrong with the rematch. He proved me
The
wrong with the
rematch,
rematch.
yeah,
He
for
did.
sure, for sure.
Like he did a perfect ass game plan with that fight.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
fight
yeah.
was amazing for
It
sure.
was
for
good.
him.
It was good.
So I mean, I do want to see Kobe as champ though.
Hey, that would
dude.
be crazy, man.
That's just gonna be amazing if he's champ.
And then I can't wait to see him fight like 2 years later because this guy
I
fucking
know, that's what I hate, bro.
takes forever to
Like,
fight. Man.
why do they take so long?
I
Don't
think
they want money, bro? Like,
Yes, I don't know. Well, my
fuck.
bookie pays him all the time.
Oh,
Like
You just fucking shouted them out right now, bro.
yeah, fuck them. No,
Nah, sponsor us, bro.
Give us some fucking money, please. No, but yeah, Kobe is sponsored by them, so he's always like promoting every
Yeah.
fight. He's like, this guy and this guy
Dude,
are fighting,
his whole page is like full of
full of that shit,
promotions,
you
bro.
know. And it's like,
yeah.
all right, bro, we get it. And
Yeah.
Bang, I think.
He's like, "What's up, nerds and virgins?"
yeah.
That shit's funny, but yeah, I can't wait for that one.
Same.
That card is stacked.
Same.
We're gonna have to
Yeah,
buy that card for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that,
I think
we're done.
had a
Episode
good
20.
episode.
Yes, sir. We're out. Follow us on all our platforms.
Everything,
Please.
everything.
Please, I'm begging. Nah,
Leave some fucking comments.
for real though. We really do want people to start talking. Let us know what to talk about. In the future, we want to start having people ask us questions. That's gonna be dope. But yeah, episode 20. Follow us. Hope you fucked with it. Peace.
Peace.
Hello.